Good morning. Welcome everybody back to my channel, and back to kind of the vlog. This morning's video is a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a honest review on 1.53, which dropped yesterday. So without further ado, let's get going, pick up a load, and then we'll have a conversation about it. Let's just adjust that seat because it's a little bit high. There we go. Let's move that forward just a little bit. There we go. That's better. Right. Trailer lift axles up. Let's go. Starting off in Berlin, which was one of the new cities to have been reworked. On the face of it, it looks very nice. It's long overdue. But the reality is, am I overly enamoured with this update? No, not really. You've got a rework on 3 4 German cities, which, yeah, like map reworks. Downside to that is it's broken pro mods again, and pro mods, quite frankly, is how ETS2 should have been. Why they don't employ that team to do their maps is beyond me, but anyway. So you've got that side of it. Now also got is broken 2 of the trucks I use, both of the H&W trucks, the Mercedes MP5 and the Iveco S-Way, are broken thanks to this mod. So obviously had to remove them from my game, as well as all of the pro mod stuff. It's just frustrating. I mean, yes, I could go and sit on a beta that's compatible, but what's the point? I'm sure Pro Mods will come up with an update within the next few days. They're pretty good about this stuff normally. And then obviously, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The FH4 bit, I don't mean to sound negative, but a bit half-assed by SCS really. Gotta be honest. You're revamping an old Euro 5. Why exactly? I mean, yes, I've driven the FH4 in real life. Lovely lorry to drive, but why are we bothering with this? Like, why? It doesn't make any sense. Realistically, it makes no sense to bother with something that is out of date. We've changed a few bits. I went through it last night. It's not really changed that much. It really hasn't. swig of tea. Yeah, so I had a look at the mod last night, and yeah, because I've got Sanax's Volvo in, I think it's obviously skewed the truck a bit anyway. Sanax's Volvo, interestingly enough, isn't broken by this update. Weirdly, neither is Dotec stuff, so it just appears to have affected the H&W trucks. Just See TV Scania is fine as well. That isn't broken, which is good news. But yeah, as a rule of thumb, it's broken quite a few things that I can kind of see. Okay, yeah, Pro mods, yeah, because the cities have been reworked, that's why it's broken. Okay, fine, I get that. But the last 3 updates from SES have now broken the H&W trucks every single time. I mean, you know, the 1.52 update broke pretty much every modified truck. I've got the DAF XF by Schumi. That works fine. That's not impacted by this as well. So Sanax's Volvo and Schumi's DAF don't seem to be impacted by this. I'm going to try and download the Schumi Renault and do a bit of a feature on that as well. Right, so take up most of the road. It's got a bit of a tight turn here. Really want to rip signs down. Get over to the left. So yeah, I mean, you know, we've got like these bits are nice, like, you know, doing new bits of industry and stuff. I'm all for that. But no, I just think some of it is a bit like half-assed. Like the rework of the FH4. Why did you bother with that? Like, why? It wasn't even worth it. Just not worth it. Interesting, I didn't think you could still go to Travelmunder, but okay. Should we go there? Yeah, let's go there, because at least the roads are better. Yeah, the roads into Austria, obviously you have to go through Czechoslovakia, and you know, that map without Pro mods is awful. If you want to see how ETS2 was when it first came out, then don't use Pro mods and drive in either Belgium, Holland, the Netherlands, Czechoslovakia, or the UK, and you will see just how bad that was in the beginning, and that was 12 years ago. Those maps still haven't been touched. Poland is equally bad. I mean, the DLC for that came out, I think, like 2013. That hasn't been touched since then either. And that's paid for content, which people, if they were buying the game now, brand new, and then they want to go and, you know, add that in, they have to pay for that. Realistically, that content, because it's paid for, needs a rework ASAP. But what I don't understand with basically SCS is why bother if this is all you can get out of something, right? Why bother? Why not just stop and say, okay, Euro Truck Simulator 2 stays on this version, this release, doesn't change, and we're going to bring out a whole new release, Euro Truck Simulator 3, that's going to use a different engine, a different model, blah blah blah, you know, that's capable. Because what's annoying me is they're investing guys are from Europe, you are from Czechoslovakia. Popped up the curb there. You're from Czechoslovakia. Why would you not want to focus on a European game? What point bothering with the American version? The American version is 4 years younger than this, right? So there's going to be some improvements that sit at the core level anyway. But the reality is, you can put this game. I mean, my full-time job, I work in IT, right? So for me, I can't understand why they're like, oh yeah, we're going to put a new engine on this game, or just build a new game. Just build a new game on the new engine. Give somebody something brand new. Because this game is incredible. I've put close on 1,500 hours into this game. That's just what's recorded on Steam. I was playing it on the Mac under a boot camp build before then, and absolutely loved it. And I put God knows how many hours into it there. So I've put about 2,000 hours into this game easily. Obviously people, I've seen the feedback on YouTube, people complaining about the economy mod, and wanted to design a new one of them. The economy problem, if you don't like the economy in this game, is easily solved. Just get the realistic economy mod. It will sort it all out for you, and it will make life as hard as you want it, basically, to get rich. That's not the issue. I mean, there are things in this that I thought, relatively simple to bring in, that still haven't been brought in, that are commonplace in other games. Why can't you leave? They brought in the used trucks. That took them God knows how long. But then it was like, well, why can't you lease a truck? Because the reality is, when I looked at being an owner operator in real life, that's what I was looking at doing. I was looking at leasing a truck. I still wasn't looking at buying a used one. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to lease one. It's just the way that those things kind of like work out, right? So, a bit surprised. I've got to be honest. I thought that SCS would have learned by now that, yeah, okay, let's listen to people about the basic stuff. Like, I mean, I know obviously there's a lot of people complaining, like, why don't the trucks get dirty? Again, things like that could all be sorted out with a new engine, which, obviously they're saying that the new engine has a 1.5 is, new engine capable, and they're going to start feeding it in slowly. It's like, again, why don't you just go and do a brand new game? Would have been a lot easier. It's not greed, or is it? Again, don't want to be sitting here and being all negative Nelly and all this jazz, because I still enjoy the game. That's not going to change. But what annoys me is, you want people to be grateful for, quite frankly, shit, and that's not on. Like, you're gonna release this new DLC for Greece in a week and a bit, which you're obviously wanting people to buy. Right? Why would people do it? Why would people buy it? Because basically it's a new map, right? And that's the reason why they're going to buy it. Now, I suspect that ProMods probably won't bother with a new version, to then have to change it again after the 4th of December. So I should imagine what ProMods are doing right now is they're going, save our dev teams a whole load of work, we're just going to chill, and we'll wait until the Greece DLC drops, and then we'll build in support for that. And that's fine. I completely get that. licensing with Volvo, we won't get the FH5, although we were promised that at some point, but quite knows when that's going to happen. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine on that, because you know that could be this month, could be this year, could be next year. Yeah, it's never going to happen, I don't think, personally. Again, we've been promised that the MP5 from Mercedes is coming in 2025. That truck came out in 2019. 6 years late. I'm not going to be grateful about that. Like, you should be moving your arse. In the meantime, in American Truck Simulator, you've put in about half a dozen new trucks now. So you can pay the licenses to the likes of Freightliner, which are owned by Daimler, I might add. So why you could pay Freightliner and you can't pay Daimler, I don't know. But you know, Mercedes, for example, for the MP5, it's the same thing. You're paying Western Star for their trucks, Mack for their trucks, but you can't pay Volvo or Mercedes for revamping theirs, and you can't you can put in these electric trucks to the game, which quite frankly are like shit again, and no one cares, because if you've ever owned an electric vehicle, you'll realise why they're so shit, and I have ranted about that in previous videos, and why they haven't done something with the current next gen Scania, where obviously the dashboards have now changed. You know, where is the work around that? Those are simple little fixes that could give people what they want. Instead, realistically, let's be perfectly honest, the modding community is carrying this game. Because I dare anyone to go and play the vanilla version of this game right now as it stands. Right? No mods, no nothing. Just play the vanilla version of this game, start a brand new profile, vanilla version of this game, no mods, and tell me that you can play the vanilla game with as much enthusiasm as you play a modded game. You won't, because you don't get little things like what's in this truck. You get the tray rattles with the sound that I'm using. You know, you don't get the wheels like Jasper's wheel pack, which transform the look of the vehicle. You know, the map upgrades like Pro Mods, so you get more challenging delivery spots. All of those things are missing without mods. You know, the interior parts of the cabinet, the air freshener loading. We don't in Euro Truck. Why is that? Allegedly they're built off the same engine, so is it just devs being lazy? What's going on? And SES have got to be very careful. Okay, it's the same as any politician when it comes to power. Right? Never forget who put you there. And this game put SES where they are. Not American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator did it. Euro Truck Simulator was what made American Truck Simulator possible. Now, yes, that has a big fan base, and yes, it has a following, and yes, it's popular, and yada yada yada. And that's fine, right? Don't care. It should not get priority over and above this game. What looks to be happening from what I can see right now is that SES appear to have their favourite child, which is American Truck Simulator. And they're just doing the bare minimum to Euro Truck to try and sort of keep the fan base interested, but the real pioneering stuff is being done in American Truck Simulator, and quite frankly, I can't be bothered with it. I don't care. Why would I care about American Truck Simulator? Am I ever going to drive a truck over there? No. Not all the time. Trump's in power anyway. So why would I do that? So again, I started playing this game in 2012 when it first came out because I loved the idea of the game, I loved the model of the game. It was amazing. But 12 years on, 12 years, it's a long time. Don't get me wrong, it's done well as a game to survive for that long. Do you know many other games that have survived that long? No. But at some point, you can't keep polishing an antique and saying, it's still got it. It won't have to a point. Some of these things are interesting, like this German Wind Express. This is obviously a new coach company. I've not seen it before. 1.53, so I'm guessing that's a new development. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it could have been so much. There's so much more they could do with this, and they're just not bothering. And I just think it's a shame. I really do. Incidentally, if you're looking at the temperature like that, that's a realistic temperature. That's because I'm running the spring weather mod by Grimes. Just testing out the seasons at the moment because obviously I guess it is winter, and winter is depressing enough as it is without necessarily always having it in the game. So I'm just kind of like flicking around with the seasons just to give a different look and feel to the videos each time. But yeah, just for me, 1.53, bit of a letdown. To be perfectly honest, the FH4, the city reskins, were needed 100%. But you need to sort out Belgium, you need to sort out Luxembourg, you need to sort out the Netherlands, you need to sort out the UK, you need to sort out Czechoslovakia, you need to sort out Poland. Like there are so many different parts of the map that need to be sorted on this, and you're just not even close. So that's something that's, like I said, it's great and all, but the reality is we need to do more. So I think disappointed until after the Greek DLC release, when ProMods will obviously release an updated version to go with 1.53, and then obviously look at it. But is the FH4 worth it? No, not at all. Not at all. Better off with Sanex's Volvo, with Sanex's FH5. But anyway, that's my honest thoughts and kind of musings on 1.53. I bet a lot of people will be like, well, thank you for that. Didn't mean it to be so negative, but just, I've got to call it out and call it what it is, right? It's unacceptable, quite frankly. But anyway, thank you for watching. I will obviously try without ProMods to make some interesting content if I can, and then obviously hopefully once the Greek DLC drops, which I will be getting straight away, I'll bring that to the channel, and then we can see that, and I think a new version of ProMods will be out then, and I can add that in over the top as well, and then we're back to fun times again. But in the meantime, if there's any trucks you would like to see on the channel, please do let me know. I think I'm going to do, next video will be a Scania low deck, Just See TVs Scania. I'm going to do a low deck combo with that, and do a video around that. So please do tune in for that one. And as always, thank you very much for watching.